Good day, YouTube. Today we're taking a bit of a quick fun look at something called Windows FX 11. Now, you might be mistaken for really thinking that this is a Windows operating system, or indeed Windows 11, because it really is identical in many ways. But not your fault. It's just a harmless Linux ripoff that is pretty close to the mark. Now, we've got our start menu just like a Windows 11. Looks really similar. You can search for your apps, that kind of thing there as well. Heads-up display, look for wherever it is or whatever you want. It's got a search feature here as well, so we can search around if we like. Now, it's also got it's like Cortana or Siri or Google. It's its own Linux ripoff version called Helloa. Now, you wouldn't use Cortana anyway. Most people probably wouldn't on Windows, so hey, it's nothing to really write home about there. There is the options for widgets and putting things in. There's chat as well. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Chat is, in fact, Microsoft Teams, I believe. Yep, there we go. So this is an actual Microsoft application. It's not a rip-off version. It's the actual version that's been built for to run on Linux as well. So that's very good. Let me just zoom in and make everything a bit bigger there. Now, here we go. We've got the file manager, which it's the Dolphin file manager. Now, I'll get into the back end of what's actually running on Linux, but it does look pretty similar. It's using the exact same icons as well, so I'm doing a bit of a rip-off thing there. We have, believe it or not, Microsoft Edge. Now, I have done a video on this before. It is actually does use Microsoft Edge, so it looks like Windows 11, and it's using a real genuine copy of Microsoft Edge, also built for Linux there as well, so you can use it on many Linux distributions these days. So it gets pretty funny. I just want to jump across to some images of a real version of Windows 11 and how it stacks up and looks similar or different. I should get a actual side-by-side comparison video. That's what my channel is all about, but I don't have that right now. So let's jump across, and this is the start menu here. So this is on a real version of Windows 11. Crazy. How similar does that look? Not exactly the same. You know, Linux, this version of Linux based on Ubuntu and the KDE front-end desktop environment is doing what it can to make it look like the real deal, and it does it pretty successfully there as well. Here's the file manager that I showed you guys before, the same icons and all, so somewhat similar there. Not the same. What else have we got here? We've got the start menu, and then we've got the shutdown menu as well. In fact, let's see if I can load that up and make that look the same or not. There we go. So not exactly the same, but pretty similar, I'd have to say. So that's pretty cool there. I also just noticed when I opened up the start menu there, it's got the really the Windows de facto standard, the image that you might use for a Windows user icon, little flower there as well. So they are sparing no expense, in other words, which is pretty cool. If we were to jump to the back end, and I'm going to have to pull up a terminal here. Now it is all let's just see if I can load up this first before I go on. Now, Windows FX 11, really Linux ripping off Windows 11 is what's going on there. The 5.11 kernel, so not the latest and greatest, but the reason for that is it's running on the Ubuntu backend, the long-term service release of Ubuntu, so therefore said to be much more stable. It's running the Plasma KDE desktop environment as well, but it is pretending to be, even on this NeoFetch terminal here, it's even pretending to be Windows there as well. So it's really quite cool what this is doing. Now, what you might want to use this for is maybe a mum or a dad that is used to Windows 10, now Windows 11, you know, an old baby boomer, that kind of thing, and they're, you know, super keen to just use what's normal. You know, drag and drop file system that uses a genuine Microsoft browser and a genuine chat app and a few other things probably there as well. If I was to maybe just do one last quick look and see what we're dealing with the RAM usage. So this is pretty funny. Now it's using about 1 gig of RAM on boot up because nothing's really loaded in the background save for the operating system itself. Oh, there we go. So jump down to under 1 gigabyte. Now this is the good thing about this is that Windows, by contrast, really by comparison, is going to use about 1.5, 2 gigabytes, and that's even before you've loaded up all the drivers and everything there, which is all really out of the box ready to go for the most part for Linux here. But let's just jump even further. Now, I know you guys are busy. For all those people that just wanted to see the video and see the basics, that's all done. I am going to jump a bit further for all some of those tech heads and go to the etc file, which is sudo etc apt sources list, and just prove to you guys that we are working with the 20.04 focal long-term release. So again, it's based off Ubuntu there, long-term service release, so it's supported for quite a few number of years, security updates and the like. So great for a baby boomer. This operating system, I would probably even recommend it for my parents. Just nice and easy to use. It's just the way that Windows designed it. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment, subscribe, hit that like button, and I hope to see all of you guys there in the next one.